right, I want to pull some cards and see Ivana's part in the business dealings of the Trumpian empire. How much does she know about the business dealings being pursued in New York? How much does she know about the business dealings being pursued by New York? Okay, well, in the past, retreated. So maybe my suspicion about that is just a suspicion. So it's showing that she was kind of retreated from perhaps that part of it. She was a force in her own right, but perhaps it was more of the surface things, and then he did the back stuff. Challenge is, the court case, the ongoing dealings with the what's happening now with the courts. Okay, double-edged sword is this is long-term. This was going on for a very long time. The way they had things set up, outcome is facing loss. Okay, there is a loss faced with it. With the retreat and hers, she was involved in she was involved in the business dealings. Justice is coming. Long term, again, we have, and the loss coming. The karma card. When it comes to the dark dealings and justice, I think part of it could be part of it she just didn't want to know about. Though she was involved in everything, she didn't want to know. When it comes to justice and the karma, she's gone now, okay? She died, she left the form, so she's not there. If they wanted to testify, she's not there. When it comes to justice, we have the hard line of justice is going to come down. Okay. So it feels like while she was instrumental in building the empire, she was also involved in dark money, but it's kind of like, I don't want to know, I don't see, na type of thing. I want the fruits of the labor, but I don't want to, I don't want to know all the details about it. Okay. Yep. So it looks like possibly some of my suspicions about maybe she knew a lot of the underpinnings and things because she was very much business partner with him. that it looks like she wanted to take full advantage of the money and the social aspects, but as far as the nitty-gritty under the surface, what he had going on with his bookkeeper and stuff, she didn't know the ins and outs of that. I want to look at, did she ever testify? Did the investigation ever come and ask her questions? Was she ever asked questions about the business dealings? Was Ivana ever asked questions about the business dealings? In the past, we have that seeking truth, that charging forward, about things about the past. What did she know? So they could have asked her in the investigation about information. What kind of information did she have? How much did she know about the underpinnings of the business deals? Because she was very heavily involved in the real estate stuff. Okay. Double-edged sword is the investigation again. What could she have offered? Okay. And outcome is temperance. Temperance. So, again, it looks like they questioned her, but maybe she didn't have a lot of knowledge about the inner workings. Again, looking at the charging forward, it's about the past things. We have the judgment card. How much information was she able to give? Doesn't look like she had a lot of information on that part of it. The investigation. There's a victory with that. Okay. Judgment, hangman. Okay. That got her out of hot water. She didn't know the inner workings, apparently. Hangman, and got her out of hot water, so she got to go her way. Even though she's materialistic and was great help in building the empire, she, when they questioned her, that put a painful end to that saga for her. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like they did question her, but as far as the inner workings of him inflating and deflating and doing all this other drama that he's been doing for years and years behind the scene, it looks like she was not involved in that part of the business. And so while they questioned her, it kind of more left her off the hook. So I'm going to leave this here. I still have questions about her passing, though. People who said, oh, she fell, she hit her head. No, it didn't say anything, she hit her head. At the bottom of the staircase was coffee. Okay. The bottom of it, nothing spilled on the way down. Would she trip going up the stair? It is, no. Blunt force trauma, saying, well, maybe she had osteoporosis and that, so much speculation with it. But yeah, a bunch of it just still does not compute. Okay, does not compute in the end. Now, she may, I'm going to look, I want to pull some cards. Does she have other dirt on Donald? Because she says if he threw the children under the bus, okay, that he best not be throwing the children under the bus when it comes to this. So I'm going to pull some cards. Does she have other dirt on Donald? Even though it appears she was cleared of the involvement with this, the scheme that he had defrauding the government. Does she have other dirt on Donald? Did Ivana have other dirt on Donald? The past, we have government dealings, hires up, people that were relied on for experts in different fields. It's about Donald, okay? It's my card for him directly. So government thinks that he was doing. The challenge is some actions, strong knowledge, strong cutting stuff. Double-edged sword. This could move forward, okay? Something that could move situations. Outcome investigative. So it looks like she has other dirt on the Donald. She had other dirt on the Donald. People he was involved with, okay? Within America, could be Russia. His actions with Russia. Okay, when it comes moving forward in investigations, it looks like stuff that she has been tight-lipped about. Perhaps didn't want to see, but she knows. Or she knew, because she's not here any longer. Things that she knew, goings on behind the scenes with Russia. Because don't forget, she's close with her kids. And the first thing Trump wanted Donnie Jr. to do was to set up a back channel to Russia. So I'm sure that Ivana knows a lot of details of what was going on during the time of the White House, the dirty dealings behind the scenes, because she was close to her children. And they would talk, okay? There was some struggle that she was having when it came to the Donald, alliances being forged behind the scenes with Russia. There was some things going on about that. So when it came to Putin, Russia knowing and tight-lipped things she knew, okay, it brings up suspicion again. This could have been cause of her downfall. Okay, don't want that to come out. And when it comes to the struggle and the downfall, there is a victory. Okay, when it came to Putin. the struggle and the death. It could be a convenient death. Okay? It could be convenient that she died when she did was convenient because she has other information. Not necessarily about the inner workings of his criminal enterprise when it came to inflating and deflating the properties, but something to do with Russia, Putin, behind the scenes deals, people he was involved with while he was president. Oh, this just gives me the creeps. This gives me the creeps. There's something she knew that she wished she didn't know. Okay? And the Chariot card, the guy's got the star on the thing, the movement of stuff. Okay? So it appears she knew a lot more behind the scenes of things that were going on when it came to backdoor dealings with Putin, Russia, other of these oligarchs, could be also dealings and things that happen with Khashoggi. Because don't forget, let me pull some more cards. Did her children talk with her about the dealings that were happening behind the scenes? Were they consulting with her about the things going on behind the scenes? Let's give the cards another chance to, say no. Were the children telling her things that were going on behind the scenes? She had information, privy to information, critical things that she was holding on to. This could be some of her wealth, some of her power. Having that information. Let's look and see about Donald. About the Donald. She had other information, and they would talk with her, give her privy information about the Donald's happenings. The challenge was balancing, juggling this stuff that she was hearing, double-edged sword, probably wanting to emotionally walk away. Now she's gone away, okay? She's no longer here. Outcome is justice. Justice. Let's look and see what we have about the information she had about the Donald. Again, something she wished she didn't know, but she knew. About juggling this stuff, she had some information that could be pertinent about the walking away and justice. Gone, slice and dice. This is the card of the one that, and I just, that cold-hearted thing of the one that can take revenge. Okay. I keep getting reminded of the one deck I have where it has Queen of Swords out there doing her gardening, and in the background we have guys hanging, that have been hung for something, and she, could care less. This is the cold-hearted person, okay, that would have no trouble in taking someone out if needed, if they felt there was something they had. Oh, I just got the shivers with that. Okay, about information she knew, wish she didn't know, heartbreaking. Okay, there is something she knew, they confided with her about, she wished she didn't know, that was heartbreaking. About information, and then the slice and dice person. Information about past dealings, past happenings. Could also have to do with her children, or other children could have something to do with that. About the juggling, new information, heartbreaking, past stuff, something done under the cover of night. Something done in darkness. Why did Epstein just pop in? Was he involved in some trafficking stuff? Was there, I don't know what's going on, but this does not look good. She found out other information, and some of it could be from her kids, as to the goings on of the Donald behind the scenes. Some sort of really salacious information that she had. But I don't think it necessarily has to do with the New York stuff that they're going up for the deposition now. But she said he better not throw the kids under the bus. Okay, so this is all, again, for entertainment purposes, speculation. But there's a lot more to this than a simple convenient fall down the stairs, okay? If in fact, it was an accident, it's a very convenient accident because she's got information, okay? Now, if this door was bolted from the inside and everything, how did they get in? The door's not broken. And why did Eric go over there with his wife right after? What was he looking for? What was he going through the house about? There's just too many questions with this whole thing. So I'm going to leave this here, and we'll see what happens, what comes out, or if everything is, at this point, since she's gone, if everything just is quashed.